Hello, I'm Monica the Creative Beast, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel today. I am sharing a really fun special project I created back in 2016 when a creative friend was asking for some special art from a small band of merry creative makers, and she wanted to assemble a handbook of creative inspiration. So I had made my hands and the pages and I had mailed them, but somehow they never arrived and they actually just came back to me about a month ago. It's been 3 years. So it's been stuck in the US postal system ever since, but I'm glad that I have them because now I can actually make this little flip through to show you these really, really fun pages. So let's take a look, and I'm going to go ahead and do a little more camera magic so we can focus on the handbook of creative inspiration. So these are about 5 pages and they were covered front to back. And she wanted quotes of inspiration. So I'm just going to go through them. They are covered front to back. As you can see, this is my hand traced off. So let's start with this first page. When we dim our light, we invite mediocrity. I came across this quote some time ago, but I don't know who ever said it. So unfortunately, the attribution has to be anonymous. I always try to give attribution to the quotes I find and use in my work. And the back side has all kinds of doodling on it, sort of like tattoos. Let's go ahead and move the other ones out of the way for now. And we will get to those pages soon. So I decided I would do this quote as a circle. So we're going to go around in a circle to look at it. Brave are simply those with the clearest vision of what is before them. Glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, go out to meet it. So I had a lot of fun doodling and coloring these and doing some paint splattering on these pages. So that's one page. Above all, be the heroine in your life, not the victim. Nora Ephron. So I did some rubber stamping and a little bit of some splattering on this page. This one is all hand doodled. Oh my goodness, lots and lots of hand doodling. So on one side is courage is the heart's blossom. Again, source unknown. Live in the happy. This is a quote from a friend. Thought I'd attribute the quote. The other side is as we started. So the next page is one big long quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Just did some tiny little loopies all along the edge. The glory of friendship is not the outstretched hand, not the kindly smile, nor the joy of companionship. It is the spiritual inspiration that comes to one when you discover that someone else believes in you and is willing to trust you with a friendship. Ralph Waldo Emerson. I thought that was a lovely quote. The other side, there's 2 little quotes, well, a big one and a little one. So obviously mixed media and paper that have been painted and splattered. Inspiration is for amateurs. The rest of us just show up and get to work. By Chuck Close. This is actually one of my favorite creativity quotes. I know there are a lot of people who want to believe that they have to wait for inspiration, but it doesn't really work that way. Sometimes you really do have to show up and just start working and the muse will appear. And then this smaller one, hold the vision, trust the process, because creativity really is a process. Actually, everything is a process when you stop and think about it. It's a process or a practice. So I don't know who said this quote, but I like it. So that's another page. Love the handbook. This one is some rubber stamps. I wanted it to kind of look like some tattooing, I think they call bindi tattooing. I don't remember. The I in illness is isolation, and the crucial letters in wellness is we. Another quote with an unknown author. That was pretty nice. And on the other side, some fun, simple doodles inspired by one of my favorite doodlers, Joanne Sharp. I have some of her books. It's just a simple 3-word affirmation. Remember your abundance, because we all are abundant. We just sometimes forget that in the face of commercialism. Okay, and I believe we are on the last page of the handbook. More paint splattering. There'll be more probably on the other side. Yeah. You don't grow on a secure path. To grow and improve, you have to be there at the edge of uncertainty. This quote is from a chef by the name of Francis Mallmann. I believe he was somebody who was featured on the Netflix show Chef's Table. I really appreciated this idea, especially coming from a chef, because cooking with food is also a creative activity. It's a process. People can get as creative as they want with it, and often do. They can elevate it to a fine art. Many of them do. So I believe this quote is really great for creativity of all kinds. It really is true. And on the other side, some more finger doodles. Because one believes in oneself, one doesn't try to convince others. Because one is content with oneself, one doesn't need others' approval. Because one accepts oneself, the whole world accepts him or her. Lao Shu. Artists do struggle with accepting ourselves, being ourselves, in a society that doesn't always look favorably upon artists. So now those are the hands of the handbook. I had a lot of fun making this project. I've often thought of making another one, and maybe I should, so that I can pop it in my Etsy shop in case anybody would like to have a handbook of inspiration. And maybe I'll make more than 5 pages. Who knows? Stay tuned to see what's up with my next creative project. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed seeing my handbook. And I'll be back again to share some more creative projects soon. Thank you so much. I'll see you again next time.